everyone, today I'm back with a short video on the important topic of protection. A lot of you have asked me recently how to protect yourself, and be that from lower level entities when you may be experiencing something frightening, or you feel like there's something there and you're not comfortable with it, and you feel like there's a sort of darkness, a dark energy around you that may be coming from low-level entities. Some people ask me about how to protect themselves from other people's energy, other people who may be negative, who have their own problems, and whenever we're dealing with these people, to some extent this energy will also affect us, and we will take in a lot of strange energy that doesn't belong to us in our aura, and eventually we'll feel it. And the number one indicator when we're dealing with an energetic imbalance will be the heart chakra. It will be a sensation that we feel in this area, and we don't have to know what it is, what the source of it is. We may have a guess that this is coming from a certain place where we are, certain people, or maybe an entity, or also another reason for this energetic imbalance may be these uncomfortable feelings, negativity, darkness that we may feel that surrounds us for no reason, is that it may be coming from within. There's also the case sometimes that the soul needs us to be triggered, so it makes sure we get triggered in the outside world, be it through a person, situation, or whatever. And whatever that is triggered is most likely something old, something karmic, like old emotions and traumas that we've not processed in past incarnations, and that we've taken with us, and that is still affecting us negatively. It's like a karmic burden that we still feel. We're not aware of it, but our soul knows that there is something there and it needs to be released. So what it does is that it triggers us. So the soul finds a situation, it stages a situation that will trigger us, and then we'll feel whatever is inside, what we've had hidden inside of our hearts and souls for a long time, probably through many incarnations. So there's also that possibility that when we feel something negative and dark is surrounding us, the source may be something old from within, from the heart. But it doesn't really matter what the source is in that moment. We want to feel better and we want to do something about it. So how can you address it? Well, I always suggest, as I said in the beginning, I think, to call for Archangel Michael. Simply make a mental call him mentally, and ask him to, first of all, disconnect you from the source of that energetic imbalance. Whether you know what it is or not, it doesn't really matter. The main thing is that you ask for help, and Michael will know what to do. Michael's traditionally the angel who protects us, and he often comes with a sword, and that sword he often uses in order to disconnect the energetic ties that connect us to certain people, certain places. Yes, we're all interconnected, which sounds good and well, but there are also parts in life when this interconnection isn't so good, and this is when it's very wise to ask Michael for help. So whenever we feel this energetic imbalance, we feel something needs to be done, call him, ask him to disconnect you from the source of that energy, be it an entity, be it that person, be it the place. If you have a guess what the source of that energy is, then be specific and ask him to disconnect you from that place, that person, whatever. If you don't, just ask him to disconnect you from the source. And then it's very important to turn to the next step. That is cleaning your aura, your chakras, and the place energetically with light. And that's also something you can ask Michael to do for you. So once you're disconnected, just ask him. You may visualize it and just trust. It's very important that you trust and don't feel helpless or anything. As soon as you've made the call, you can be sure that the call will be heard, that help is on the way, and all you need to do is focus on the images, visualize, and also if you see something, work with the images. So it's very worthwhile closing the eyes and let the images appear. So once you're disconnected, ask him to clean your aura, clean your chakras, because the heart will be the indicator, the heart chakra, that something is happening around you energetically that's not well, that's not doing you well. So ask him to do that, and you may visualize white golden light that will clean your aura, coming from above basically, and also cleaning your place, cleaning your house. And to be sure that you've addressed all probable issues, you can also ask Michael to close the gates to the lower dimensions, which is where low-level entities come from and where they have access to us. And the reason why these gates open sometimes is another topic, and I will speak about it in a future video. I'll keep that in mind. It's just it's too much to squeeze into this video, so don't worry about it. Just ask him to close the gates to the lower dimensions and to clean your place from whatever possible low-level entity may be in your environment, and to disconnect you from that as well, and to just bring it back to where it was, and then clean everything with light. So that's the most important thing to finish everything with. So you may also, if you like to make it a sort of bigger ritual, and if you feel better about it, it's also good to light an incense when you want to clean the place, when you want to clean your aura, your place from other people's energies, from things that may be happening with you, or from whatever low-level entities there might be. Just open the windows if you like, so that the energy has a way to really leave the place physically, and just walk around with the incense stick, and that will help as well. But the main thing that will be done will be through the work with the angels. And if you feel like your heart is still kind of heavy and dark, then it may be the case that there is something karmic that was triggered and that is now showing. So in that case, you may also ask Archangel Raphael to clean your heart with light and to pull out whatever it is that is cropping up now and that you feel, whatever dark energies there are. So there are basically just a few simple steps that we need to do, that we need to ask for and visualize, and the rest will be taken care of from the angels. So that help is really effective. It's always there. We always have access to it. All we need to do is ask for it, trust, and not feel helpless. You have to know that there are sides on the in the spirit world that like us to feel helpless, that want us to be in a low emotional state, in a negative state, that want us to feel frightened, scared, negative, whatever it is, just to be low. Don't let this happen. Simply by turning to the angels, turning to the light side, asking for it, visualizing and feeling protected and feeling like you're being taken care of, which you are, whether you see it or not, but you will definitely be able to feel it, then the dark side doesn't really have so much access to you anymore. So make sure to be disciplined and be strong also mentally, and to simply face whatever energy it is and to address it and to get some help from above. Work with light, close the gates to the lower dimensions, disconnect, clean your aura and your heart and your other chakras, and then you basically you'll be fine. You'll feel that things will improve from there. So this is the sort of emergency help that I always use, and that I advise you to try out if you haven't yet, and to use that. And you may also work intuitively with whatever you feel is right for you. Some people like to work with certain deities, goddesses, or whoever. You may do that as well. And for those of you who don't like to work with the angels, you may ask your soul to do that. So there's not a set of rules on how to proceed here. This is just one of many ways, I think. And well, I wish you confidence, feel protected, be positive, and I'll speak to you next time. Bye.